What up? It's your boy Peter Gunz. I'm finally glad to be on BOSSIP, getting some positive coverage and not stuff people make up about me. I love you, BOSSIP. You just doing your job. Say what you gotta say. Peace. And everything I do again is for my kids. I felt like the only, people say, do you regret doing the show? Do you think it failed? Do you think you failed doing the show? No, I will only fail if I'm not able to put my young children through college from putting my business out there in the public like that. Everything I do is for my kids, Even people look at the show and say, oh, his couch is messed up, he lives in the basement. All of that sacrifice so I could do better for my kids. Of course, I could drive nice cars and wear nice jewelry, but why do that when you have children to take care of? So I live below my means to take care of my children. I'm not a good husband, I'm not a good boyfriend, but I pride myself on being a good father. Some of the stuff is, of course, embellished. There's some things that I wouldn't have done. I'm not going to go into that. But the template, the foundation of that storyline is what it is. And, and to me, it was normal life. Every man around me in the neighborhood I grew up in, my dad, everybody I'm around, that's how they roll. And until it came out on TV, it's kind of a wake-up call for me that, as a black man, we got to do better. And I got to do better. I'm truly, my New Year's resolution is to do better. And that's what I'm working on. But it was my choice to do it. I thought it could help all the parties involved. I went to Tara. Tara didn't know the gist of it. She did not know I was married. I went to Amina and said, this can help your music, and do you want to do it? And everybody agreed to do it. What I didn't take into account was my mom, my kids, my family, my friends that I was going to get bombarded with, yo, he's a clown, yo, he's a cornball. Why would he, So, I never took that into account. I should have thought about that a little bit more, but I still don't regret it. We don't see the episodes till the public sees it, so too many shoes get thrown in my direction, too many hands get thrown in my direction, so I don't watch it with either one of them anymore. In fact, I cringe at some of the stuff. I cringe when I'm doing a scene where I'm sleeping with Tara, where I'm trying to get something from Tara, or I'm doing something with Amina. It's like, oh God, or I say something stupid on green screen, a line that they tell me to say. I cringe. Or when I'm fighting the lowest scum of the earth, Erica Mena. Tara's moving on. Tara's moved on, and she's working on herself and the kids, and her career. And Amina and I are together. I have a project with a kid named Jabril Moray. He's a singer. He actually plays young Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Berry Gordy in the Motown play. I'm managing him. Amina Buddafly, my wife, my priority right now. She's making dope music, so even though people may view her in a different way, they all understand that she's extremely talented. She makes good music, so her music is being exposed. Son Gunz, who I brought on the show, who I'm also managing, he's got a project coming out on Young Money, top of the year. And Tara, my kid's mom, who's beautiful and well-versed, and she's trying to act, and people are looking at her. So the only person on that's on the show that's not really like benefiting from the show like you should is yours truly.